Okay, Genshin Impact on the PlayStation 4. What's this new town I uncovered here? What's the name of this town anyway? I guess it's called Liyue Harbor. So I guess we're in Liyue City, I suppose? Well, I guess when there's some spoken dialogue, I'll be able to figure out the proper pronunciation of this place. First things first, I like the fast travel point. We'll do some fighting later on. Because I know I want to be able to do some dailies. I haven't done any dailies in a while. Wait, Second Life? Oh, not that Second Life. Not the one that NPR Science Friday was doing. What do I want to buy here? I probably should be buying some onions anyway. I feel the need to buy stuff I can never find. I can almost never find this stuff in the wild, so it's worth it to just buy it here, I suppose. Buy a couple containers of milk, cartons of milk. There was actually a conversation about who uses the word containers anymore. I have plenty of money. I can afford to buy this crap. Rice. I've never seen rice here in this game yet. But yeah, I've officially reached that point in the game where everything is affordable, so I can just buy whatever I want. Because I don't even know what recipes I'm gonna make with most of this stuff. I mean, I'm gonna find some other recipes for this stuff eventually, right? Some of this stuff isn't found in the main town in Mondstadt. It's found here. This could be an interesting model for a new, like for future fantasy RPGs, where it's like instead of just doing like instead of just doing ancient Japan and ancient Europe, why not add ancient China to that? Of course, call me if they finally get around to doing like Mali or Songhai or one of the ancient African empires. We'll talk about that later. I mean, it's all fantasy. I mean, it's all fantasy. It doesn't matter what fantasy empire it takes place in. We can go to Timbuktu, right? Ooh, a toy seller. Ronnie-shan. So you're Jeffrey the Giraffe, huh? Yeah, these are age-appropriate toys, I hope. See what I mean? Called it. Yeah. By the way, it's kite season here in the Washington, D.C. area. Wind gusts of 65 degrees over in the mountains in the Appalachians. But I never understood kites. I think I know more about I think I know more about them now than I did when I actually used them when I was a kid. I never understood the appeal of kites because all they do is fly away. I'm like, why do I want a toy that I constantly have to chase? It's like it's the reason I never liked the Nerf boomerang. It's like, why would I want a toy that I constantly have to chase after? I mean, basketballs I'm fine with because if you're doing it right, chasing after a basketball is perfectly fine. Am I going down? Just a second. There might be something below us. There's something below us. Like footballs, like I don't mind throwing footballs. I mean, I just don't do it anymore. But that's the thing about kites is that, I mean, I never understood because they always seem kind of too fragile for me. And if you do it right, all they do is just kind of do is just stay in the air. Okay, fine. It's like a paper bag. Like, can I just take like a plastic bag and attach string to it? That's a kite, right? Yeah, those constantly float away. Haven't you seen American Beauty? Yeah, paper bags are basically kites. Of course, some people would find that metaphor to be kind of embarrassing. It could be a feather, but in a way, plastic bags are feathers. They're just not natural. Well, they're more highly processed than your average feathers, let's put it that way. I'm just passing through. Yeah, we'll talk... Capiche. Capiche. We'll talk about Conan the Adventurer in a second. Although, I mean, obviously, the CBS Conan series, the Conan and the Young Warriors, did not make its way onto streaming services. I don't even know if it even aired on the hub. Because I want to say this Conan the Adventurer series airs on, or at least it did air on the hub, along with G.I. Joe and Transformers. All of which are currently streaming on Tubi TV. Although I don't think My Little Pony is... I think The movie is streaming on Tubi TV. I'll see what it says in a second. What's this Pearl's Galley you speak of? Okay, so I guess I can't get on the boat. Guess it's like that blimp in Just Cause 2, which might have adult entertainment inside of it. I forget. I still have never been inside that ship. I've never been inside that blimp. I've been on the outside of it, but there's probably a mission near the end of the game where there's, yeah. There's probably a mission near the end of the game where there's, like, you know, dancing girls. They aren't in cages, though. I think they're just in, poles. I think they just, hang around poles. They're like I think they're like Cardi B. They got a bunch of Cardi B's inside. I'm here to talk about that. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, they're the rap artists, of course. Yeah, we'll call them rap artists. We'll call them, potential rap artists. So, who's the bigger rap artist right now? Cardi B or Megan the Stallion? I mean, I would normally simp and stand for Megan because she's from Texas, like your boy. She's from San Antonio. You don't see a lot of rap artists out of San Antonio, do you? What are we doing here? Zero core strength. Yeah, we don't like your core strength. What you gotta do, bro? You gotta break out that you gotta break out those kettlebells. You gotta do that yoga. Work that core. Wait, let me talk to this guy. Okay, we already. Do you want to defend yourself or deal some damage? Only the finest here in Skyrim. We're gonna actually talk to this dude. Yeah, we'll be fine. I can get on a normal sleeping schedule, man. 12 hours sleep last night. I only did 4. But it's the weekend for me, so I get to sleep as much as I want. 3-day weekends for your boy. Okay, did I already hit all those? Yeah, I think I was there. Yeah, to make sure I hit the Adventurers Guild. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We'll get around to that later. Like I said, I'm gonna kill time by talking about Conan the Adventurer at some point. And there's supposed to be an anime I'm supposed to stream later, or what is it? Cells at Work, which is basically about. I think it's actually set inside the. It's like Ozzie and. It's like not Ozzie and Drix. What was that? What was the movie with Bill Murray that the Farrelly brothers did? It wasn't Ozzie and Drix. It was Oz. Darn it! What? I forgot the name of it. But you know what it is. It was set inside the human body. And of course, the animated series was called Ozzie and Drix. And I can never use these crafting tables. They don't have anything good here. I can make deadly ley line leaves, I guess. Character and weapon enhancement materials. So see, none of this is useful. I can't like make weapons or anything. Recipe unlocked at rank 25, 35, and 45. Screw that. I'm level 7. Yep, I'm Venture rank 17. Completely worthless. Ozzie. I don't remember the name of the movie. It was a live-action animated film. Like, it was a live-action film with animated, it was a hybrid film. They didn't have live-action and animation in the same shot. But they had, it was like, it was by the Farrelly brothers. Bill Murray was in it. Give me that string of pearls. Thank you. Yoink, I'll take that. But basically, it was... God, it's on the tip of my tongue, gosh darn it. But basically, it was a film with live-action sequences where Bill Murray did disgusting things. And then the animated sequences all took place inside of his body. And Chris Rock played the voice of the main character. And the idea was that it was basically about... It was basically about the human body. It was basically about these animated figures representing the human body's immune system, which might be appropriate here in the post-COVID era. and they made an animated series called Ozzie and Drix. So in the movie, it was Chris Rock as the main character. He was a white blood cell, and you had not David Alan Grier. What's the guy's name from Frasier's brother? I forgot his name. Frasier's brother played the pill, the medicine. And the way it worked was that in the animated series they got, was it Phil Lamar, I want to say? Samurai Jack Phil Lamar playing the Chris Rock role, and they got Jeff Bennett to play the pill. It wasn't a great series. It's probably actually streaming on Tubi TV, because Tubi TV is actually streaming the full Boom Crew. Remember the Boom Crew? But I want to say, yeah, Bruce W. Smith, the guy who did Bebe's Kids and The Proud Family, did that animated series. I think right on the cusp of Static Shock blowing up. They ended up doing a series called The Boom Crew. They actually hired Morris Day from The Time to play one of the bad guys. You remember them. They were in Prince's Purple Rain film. They did Jungle Love, O-E-O-E-O, you know, that song. I'm dating myself, because that's a song from my childhood, so I'm definitely dating myself there. But it was a not great show that got canceled, I think, after 4 or 5 episodes, but all 13 episodes, I believe, are currently streaming on Tubi TV. So I'll double check. Because I believe all 13 episodes are definitely streaming on Tubi TV, so I'll watch a bit more of that later. I'm kind of fascinated by shows that get canceled. Did I get my dailies? I might have forgotten my dailies. But I'm fascinated by shows that got canceled, like Legend of Calamity Jane was a Saturday morning series on the WB that got canceled after maybe 3 or 4 episodes. The entire episode aired in Canada. That's gonna be the entire series aired in Canada. I want to say it was on Teletoon or something. I'll ask some of my Canadian listeners probably know what I'm talking about. It came out in the early 2000s, right around, and it came out in the post-Pokemon era, when the WB was blowing up. Where's the Adventurers Guild? Just a second. Yeah, it's right around here. You have to go back around. Give me a second.